Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Prashant, and today we are going to study optics. So, what is optics? It is a branch of physics which deals with the behavior of light and other EM wave. And what is light? Light is an electromagnetic wave that has wavelength in the range of about 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. 400 nanometer is mostly comprises of blue colored light, that is violet, and 700 nanometer has red composition of light. Okay. Optics is generally studied into two branches. First is geometric optics, second is physical optics. In geometric optics, we study the ray whose propagation is governed by simple geometric rules. So it is overall the geometry. I is equal to R, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, sine I is equal, mu sine I is equal to constant. So these geometrical principles is followed in geometric optics. In physical optics, light is studied as a wave. Since we know that light has both type of properties, that is the particle nature and the wave nature. If the object is macro and light falls on the macro objects, light, mirror, glass slab, lenses, then it is governed by geometric optics part, or simple geometrical rules is applied on it. But when light passes through a very small or minute aperture, it acts as a wave, and light shows all the wave phenomena which we are going to study in the next chapter. So in first topic is geometric optics. In geometric optics, we are going to study reflection and refraction. Okay, what is reflection? It is simple. When a light strikes a surface, it gets reflected from the surface. So when a light or electromagnetic wave strikes an interface between the two optical materials, it is reflected away from the surface. So this is the mirror, and this black colored line, that is the interface between the air and mirror. So we are going to see what is the law of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. First is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And second is incident ray, reflected ray, and normal lie on the same plane. So let's look at what is the law of reflection. So this I've drawn a plane mirror. Light is incident on this surface at the point of incidence. This is the normal and this is the reflected ray. According to law of reflection, incident ray is making an angle I with a normal, and reflected ray is making an angle R with normal. So I is equal to R. And the second law is incident ray, reflected ray, and normal lie on the same plane. So reflection, it is from the plane mirror. There are reflection from non-plane surfaces such that any curved surface, concave surface, and convex surface. This is the convex surface. So in any surfaces, we'll draw the normal to the surface, and from that point, we'll take I and R. These two angles will always be equal. Let's suppose that we have to draw any reflected ray. So what we are going to do, we'll just draw the normal to the line, we'll measure this angle I, and with the same I, we are going to draw a ray. So the angle of reflected ray, angle made by reflected ray to the normal and angle made by the incident ray to the normal will remain same. In other words, I should be equal to R. Next is reflection from the plane surfaces, that is plane mirror. Plane mirror, we all know that we have plane mirror in houses or in parlor. So it is a simple straight mirror. O is the object placed in front of plane mirror and I is the image behind it. So we are going to make the ray diagrams. So we are going to take two incident ray that is falling on the plane mirror. So this ray, the ray, first ray, let's consider this the first ray. First ray is going to reflect this way, second ray is going to reflect that way. So these two are diverging rays. After reflection, they are diverging in nature. So they are never going to meet. So they can meet behind the mirror at point I. Here the image is formed. The image is virtual in nature, and the distance between the O and mirror, that is object and the mirror, and distance between the mirror and the image are same. So we can say that if this is the object distance, this is the image distance. So object distance is equal to the image distance in case of plane mirror. So what are the properties of image formed by the plane mirror? First is the virtual and erect. The image size of the image will be the same as the size of the object, and the distance, image distance, is equal to the object distance. Okay. Let's see important points in the reflection of plane mirror. So if let's say a mirror is inclined, so always we are going to make or take the object distance perpendicular to the plane mirror. Same way, the image will be formed the perpendicular distance behind the mirror with the same distance. In this case, OM is equal to MI, right? This figure is wrong. Always, how can we correct it? So let's say we'll draw a line from O, this point till this point, and the image will be formed somewhere here, just like this image. Second, field of view of an object for a given plane mirror. Okay, let's consider this an object. So which part of the mirror you should be standing so that this object is visible? So we are going to draw two rays, that is the touching the edges of the mirror. Let's say first ray is touching here, second ray is touching here. In this diagram, in diagram B, we can see that object is getting object's image will be formed in the range of the shaded region. So this shaded region is known as the field of view of an object. Similarly, if object is downside, then the field of view will be upside, as shown in the figure. Okay. Problems related to the reflection from plane mirror. Where will be the image formed in the plane mirror if the object is virtual? What will be the nature of image? In this case, we have seen that if the object is real and image is, then image formed is virtual. So if the object is virtual, then the image will be real. Let's see solution 1. An object is virtual, that means it is behind the mirror, so the image will be formed is will be real image, that is the in front of the mirror. Okay. Second question is, what should be the minimum length of the plane mirror in order to see one's full height in the mirror? So here comes the geometrical part. What should be the minimum length of the plane mirror in order to see one's full height image? Okay. Consider AE be the man or a person, and C is the point where I is located. So from C, we are going to make two rays, that is going so that the reflected ray is going to touch point A and point E. So according to geometry, this will be the midpoint, B will be the midpoint. If this is X, if BC is X, then AB will also be X. If CD is Y, then DE will also be Y. Okay. So BC, okay, AC plus CE is equal to 2x plus y. So this is completely 2x plus y. How we have got that this is 2x plus y and this is x plus y? Let's see. Consider BC be x and CD be y. Okay. So from this point, this angle will be equal to this angle. So angle BFA will be equal to angle BFC. So these two are these two sides are equal, therefore that is an isosceles triangle, and this is the perpendicular drawn from the top vertex of the isosceles triangle. And then this is the perpendicular bisector. If the distance BC is x, then AB will also be x. Similarly, if the distance CD is y, then DE will also be y. Therefore, this complete is x plus x, y plus y, that is twice of x plus y, and the mirror is BC plus CD, that is x plus y. So if we want to see our complete height in the mirror, then the mirror should be equal, at least be half of our height. If the height of a person is 6 foot and he wants to see his image in the mirror has to have 3 foot of height. So we are closing the session. Thank you and have a nice day.